What's up, everybody? It's your boy I am Joy Dizzle, and today I'm presenting to you a Saints Row 5 wish list. And I'm going to try and keep this as short as possible, and at the same time I'm going to try not to mention anything that Flippy has already mentioned. If you don't know who Flippy is, I'll leave a link in the description of his channel and of his wish list. Now let's get this started. Okay, so for car customization, all you can really do is upgrade a couple of things and choose a couple of parts here and there. I mean, it's kind of bland, but if they were to add, let's say for bumpers, like at least like 20 more different variations of bumpers, you know, and everything else, really, you wouldn't be stuck with just choosing one or the other like you are in Saints Row 4. So they should definitely add more parts. You should definitely be able to create your own vinyls like you can in Midnight Club LA and LA Remix. Like, you could put your name on your car. You could you know, people could get creative with their cars so that no car looks the same. You know, that would be totally fucking amazing. And they should add more actual paint jobs, because like you only get like a couple things here and there like you do for the parts. You know, they should add full body decals actually, because just this, that's not enough, and all of us know that. For the wheels, I like how you can change the profile of the wheels from extra high profile to high to normal to low and extra low, and then change the wheel size. That would, I mean, that's amazing by itself. But the one thing I do hate about the wheels is that you only get like, I think it's about 60 wheels or less in this whole category right here. There should be so many fucking wheels that it's gonna be hard to choose what you want. It should be like Saints Row 2. I mean, back in Saints Row 2, they had so many wheels. Like, you never saw the same pair of wheels on none of my cars, and I had like 80 or 90 cars, you know, especially with all the ones you unlock. You know, but I'm just saying. Oh yes, let's go back to body mods. They should add doors. Like, you should be able to buy Lamborghini doors on any vehicle, whether it's a truck, a dump truck, you know, anything really. And last but not least, for the vehicles, you should definitely be able to change up the interior a little bit, because as you can see from here, it looks horrible, fucking horrible. I mean, all I see is the shift stick and the radio. What the fuck is that? You should definitely be able to modify the interior like all out, change the color of it. I mean, not only change the color of it, but add like TVs if you want to, like put TVs on the back or like on the dashboard. Okay, now to character customization. On Saints Row 4, you can change the build, make them buff as hell, skinny as hell, fat as hell. That's it. I mean, there should be a face scanning option. Like, that will erase anyone looking the exact same way whenever you go online and play multiplayer. You should be able to modify each and every body part, like your legs, your feet, like each arm, your chest, your stomach, your neck. You know, like make one arm longer than the other, or one fatter than the other. You make your stomach big and your chest small, or, you know, do something like that. That would be so fucking amazing. But that should just be an option, not mandatory. Now, for hairstyles, you get all these different hairstyles, but none of them are appealing except for, you know, the afro and the shaved ones. But anyway, they should be sorted, like have female hairstyles in one category and then have males in the other. And then whenever you go to one of those two, there's even more categories like long hair, short hair, parted, you know, everything else like that. That would make picking your hair a lot easier. Now, actually, there should be even more hairstyles along with these. They should definitely bring back the walking animations, because on this game it's just not appealing like it was in Saints Row 2. There should be a wide range of walking animation, like the pimp walk, the gangster walk, the preppy walk, you know, the gay walk. You know, there should be just so many different walking styles that you should be able to do, like you could in Saints Row 2. I guess let's move on to clothing. Now, with clothing, I like the way they're sorted out, but they could definitely do better. Like for hats, they should be sorted as well, like masks, hats, baseball caps, and all that other stuff. And there should be more clothing as well. You should definitely be able to layer your clothing. Like if you wanted, let's say this jacket, and then wear this shirt under that jacket, you should be able to do that. And here's another thing that I hate whenever you buy a necklace, it's always under the clothing that you're wearing. You should be able to layer it over the clothing, even over a jacket or something like that. I think that would be much more realistic, but that's just me. And here's one thing that's kind of weird. Whenever you buy a necklace, it looks like it's stuck on you. They should definitely make it its own material, like let it move around whenever you move, let it hang loose, you know. But anyway, you should be able to buy different kinds of chains, buy different kinds of medallions and pendants like you could in Saints Row 2. Now let's move on to a companion app. Now, yes, I did say a companion app. Now, I was thinking about the NBA Live 16 companion app, where you could do your face scan on there, and they should make one for Saints Row as well, but not just for a face scanning feature. You should be able to check your game progression stats, interact with your city, and by that I mean, like, let's say you're playing the game and you were like take over a territory, but something comes up and you have to leave. You can save it right there and continue that on your phone in a little mini game on the companion app. But that's just an idea. And you should be able to upload images to put on your clothing. Oh, I forgot to say that in the clothing section as well. You should be able to customize your clothing as well, like put logos on there and all sorts of other things like that. And lastly, for the companion app, you should be able to watch other Saints Row players gameplay footage, broadcasts, and look at their pictures that they take in the city. Now let's move on to my ideal, wait for it, world. It's basically Saints Row 3 copied and pasted with just these new damn towers. I mean, even though Flippy already said that, damn it, but still. Now in the world, I would like to see lots of Easter eggs. You could be walking in the street and somebody that looks like, I don't know, Will Smith or Lindsay Lohan or something. I mean, in Saints Row 4, there's only this Easter egg that I know of anyway, where you go in this little room and it's like the developers of Saints Row. Look at this. They all look like a bunch of goose. There should be prostitutes. I mean, I know there are prostitutes in the game, but you can't really do anything with them. You can give them a little tie or compliment, and that's it. You can't really do anything else. You should be able to walk up to one and have a little conversation with her, talking about like getting a deal on a session or something. If you do it successfully, then there's a chance that you could get like a free session with her. And you know what I mean by a session. But anyway, you should be able to bang prostitutes, man. Like pick them up in your car and take them somewhere secluded, or walk up to one and talk to them, and she'll take you somewhere private. And then, like, whenever she takes you to somewhere private, the holding diversion from Saints Row 2 occurs, where you use your analog sticks to fill in the hot spots and try to keep it on the hot spot while you flick the other analog stick certain directions. That would be amazing. There should also be a lot more enterable buildings, because there are only like just a few enterable buildings in this game that aren't for missions or anything. There's technically legal, but I think that's pretty much it. You should be able to go to bars, clubs, liquor stores, drug distributors, and a lot more other things. Hell, go to a damn movie theater and you could unlock all the Saints Row cutscene footage from the other games and be able to watch those in the movie theater. I think that would be pretty cool. And they should make some movies or something and put that in there as well. I think that would be pretty cool. Maybe you could go to the gym and work out or learn some fighting styles. Instead of going to Image as Designed, you know, that would be pretty cool. And also at the gym, you could, you know, play basketball or something as a little mini game, or tennis or something. There should be some animals as well. But also with the animals, you should be able to buy pets. By pets, I don't mean like dogs, cats. Well, you could get dogs, maybe like a Rottweiler or, you know, something huge and vicious. But what I mean is you should be able to buy exotic pets like lions, tigers, bears, wolves, you know, things like that. And you should be able to walk with any of your pets around the city, and if somebody dishes you, all you have to do is aim your weapon at them and they get to work on them. That would be fucking sick. And I'm really saying that would be Saints Row like and fun. There should be restaurants in the game as well. Freckle Bitches and all these other restaurants that they had in Saints Row 2, they should come back. And one more thing for the world. Have a bigger map. Well, actually the second to the last thing. And the last thing for the world is, you know, in Saints Row the 3rd and Saints Row 4, where Professor Genki kind of magically pops up out of the blue and starts shooting shit. And if you kill him, you get like a big wad of cash. And I think some XP. That should definitely come back. I mean, that was so fun. Even though it was rare, it was so fun whenever it happened. That should definitely come back. Now let's move on to money making. Now you should be able to bet on sports events. You know, like they could add like some basketball teams, some football teams, some baseball teams, bet on horse races and dog races and everything like that. I think that would be pretty cool. One thing I would really like to see in the Saints Row series is street racing. I mean, it is and isn't gangster. I mean, I can see why certain people would say it's not gangster, but at the same time, it's criminal-like. And what's a gang? A bunch of criminals. So I would like to see street racing make its way into the series and let it become like its own activity. You should be able to become a pimp, like have that as its own activity. I don't know, maybe they could bring Zemos back and have you run some errands for him, like pick up some money from some hoes. You should be able to become a drug lord, maybe. Like, you know how in Scarface you go to different people around the city and sell or buy dope from them? You should be able to do that and sell dope to, like, you know, everybody on the street and make that maybe a diversion or something like that. I don't know. The last thing for that is, you know how in Saints Row the 3rd you can actually buy properties like the Joe Cola factory and the Stick It In hotel, but not only can you buy them, you can change things around a little bit, like change the name of it, change the logo. Like you can upload a logo and then put that logo on a property of yours. I think that would be pretty cool. And even change the style of the building, and by that I mean like change it from a strip club to a brothel or something. I don't know, but change it to anything really, you know, from a nightclub to a sports bar or brothel. Like there should be like a variety of different things that it could become, and certain things could make you more money than other things depending on its location. Now let's move on to your gang. Now for your gang, I believe you should be able to modify the clothing and the vehicles of your gang like you can in Saints Row 2. Now let's talk about weapons. You should be able to customize your weapons. I mean, in Saints Row 4, the weapon customization it's amazing. But what if you could change each and every aspect of your weapon? Like have like a golden magazine and a purple trigger, camel grip, and like everything else bronze or silver or something. If you're not with me, then I'll show you here. Now let's look at the Magna 10, for example. Like, you see this suppressor? What if you could change that piece alone to like a blue camo or something like that? Change the body of the gun to like Saints purple. Change that little purple thing right there to camo, and then have a gold trigger, a black grip, and a gold magazine. You know, and do different things with your gun. That would be amazing. You should definitely be able to turn off dual wield, because in Saints Row 4, once you choose dual wield, you're stuck with dual wield. And sometimes I just want to be a one gun broad, you know? Like, what's good, bitch? You know, just do that. That would be so simple. And lastly, for the weapons, I mean, there should be like a much larger range of weapons. Now, let's talk about properties and cribs. The fact that they took away your cribs on Saints Row 4 fucking blew my mind. And now you're stuck on some ship? What the hell is that? They definitely need to bring back houses and, you know, apartments, condos, you know, everything else in between. There should be a large variety of properties and houses to buy as well. And with the houses, there should be like actual mansions, not these fucking just regular big ass houses like you see on the suburbs and shit. I mean actual mansions. I'm talking the Biltmore house, you know, something like that you could customize as well. Like in Saints Row 2, you're able to customize like the overall style, the bed, the TV, put up stripper poles, you know, things like that. I think that would be amazing to bring back. You know how I said you should be able to buy pets? What if you could buy like a big ass shark tank in your crib and put like sharks and, you know, all kinds of sea creatures in there? Talk about taking the boss's cribs. You should be able to take a gang boss's crib. Like, for example, whenever you're in the last mission for a boss, you kill him, you take his crib or compound, and be able to customize it just the same way as you can do a home. That would be amazing.